Jim Ryerson from Sales Octane, and welcome to Finish Line Friday. So, why the pro in SalesPRO? A little over a year ago, I visited the campus of one of the best-known brands in the world. You see their iconic logo on athletic wear, and their position was that everyone who moves is an athlete. Now, at the time, I really didn't give it much thought, but on the flight home, I started to think, well, what is the difference then between an athlete and a professional athlete? And does the same apply for salespeople? Because before the year 1740, the word professional did not exist. There was profession, as in one's profession, like blacksmith or farmer, but it wasn't until 1740 that the word professional was defined. You can go back and check it out in the dictionary, but it's basically referred to as an expert who is in constant practice in a learned profession for gain. So why do I differentiate between a salesperson and you, the sales pro? Because the sales pro, you're a rare combination of an expert who's in constant practice in a learned profession for gain. So what is the sales pro doing right now in the midst of the current situation? Easy. You're becoming an expert, and how they're doing that is they're learning new content and sharing new content that challenges the status quo with their customers. Basically, they're sharing what the customer will lose if the customer does not take action. They're also in constant practice. In the last two newsletters, we talked about using video like this to practice your pitch, practice your response to objections, practice your closing methodology. Basically, practice and not on your customers. Next, they're learning as in a learned profession. And boy, this is a time when you will need to learn some new skills, like how to master screen share and virtual selling, because it's not going away. I mean, even after companies and their employees return to work, the world has learned that using screen share is an alternative, and it's an alternative to taking an appointment with a salesperson. So the sales pro also knows that with a more complicated decision making and multiple stakeholders, which is what we're seeing right now in making the decision, you can use screen share technology to basically speed up the sale, because you can meet with multiple stakeholders in different geographic locations while your competitor's waiting for everyone to get together in a room. So you're going to need to master, two screens, being able to whiteboard in front of your customer on the screen, and frankly, managing all the visuals associated with this. So here's the question. What are you doing right now to become the sales pro? Because the way to achieve that fourth element in the definition of the professional is gain, as in making more sales. And that has everything to do with the first three. So become an expert. Practice, and start with video. And then last, learn new skills like virtual selling, and I will see you at the finish line.